Our Tigers head out on the road and look to extend their winning streak to 8 games as they take on the Aggies of Texas A&M. A&M takes over after GSU goes 3 and out. Williams takes the handoff, bounces off of one Tiger, gets a block, and he is gone. 46 yards to the house. Aggie strike first, 7-0. Grambling takes over. Austin tries to hit Clark on the curl, but Alaka gets up and makes the interception. He's going to take it back to the house. Pick 6, Texas A&M. They're up 14-0 just like that. What a start for the Aggies. Grambling State looks to get things going. Austin drops back and hits a Malik route across the middle for 18. Then Austin goes back to the air, feels the pressure, but gets it off to Salmon, and the senior wideout turns it upfield to pick up 11. A few plays later, Brooks has a huge lane, drops his shoulder, and gains 9. Then Austin keeps the option right, cuts it back inside, and gets into the end zone. Grambling State gets on the board. Aggies' next possession, Starkle in the gun. He has a ton of time in the pocket. Finally hits Kirk on the outside. He turns it upfield and gains 22. Then Williams takes the sweep right, cuts it back left, and it makes another cut and picks up 15. Then Starkle would drop back, tries to hit Kirk on the outside, but John Nichols jumps the route and gets his 4th interception on the year. What a play by the corner. And here comes the Tigers' run game. Brooks goes up the gut for 10 yards. Then Austin goes back to the air, hitting gun on the outside. He cuts, then spins, and picks up 20. Next play, CB23 goes back up the middle, finds a small crease and muscles his way to 11 yards. Then Brooks gets it again and pushes his way to another Tigers first down. Next play, Austin in the gun. He looks to hit Clark on the curl, but Harvey baits the freshman and he picks it off. INT number 2 for Austin, but A&M would go 3 and out. Next Tigers possession, Austin in the gun. He throws a dangerous pass to Jones across the middle for a gain of 16. Then Austin with a deep drop, starts to scramble right, sets his feet and throws it deep to Clark, who is wide open. The junior wideout gets it down to the 4-yard line. Next play, CB23 gets his 21st rushing touchdown on the year. We're tied at 14. But here come the Aggies. Williams takes the power right, finds a lane, and gains 10 yards. Then Starkle pitches the option right to Williams. He has some space. He turns on the Jets and picks up 19 more yards. A few plays later, Starkle drops back. He scrambles right, gets to the corner, but gets stood up by Cargo, and it's a fumble. Brian Smith is there to recover. He finds a little space and gets it across to midfield. Grambling forced into a 3rd and long. Austin drops back, wheels out left, then just throws it up to route downfield, and he comes down with it. What a catch. Then Austin keeps the option right, cuts it back inside, and muscles his way to the end zone. Grambling takes the lead, 21-14. Aggies take back over. Williams takes the counter right, cuts it up the middle, and picks up 10. Then Starkle in the gun, stands tall in the pocket, and finally hits Jones open in the zone for 19. Later, Williams takes the draw, sheds one tackle, and stiff arms his way to a gain of 11. A few plays later, Starkle pitches it to Busey, and look at the downfield blocking. He walks into the end zone from 15 yards out. Game tied again. GSU looks to put some points on the board before the half. Brooks goes up the middle, weaves through traffic and gains 11. Then Austin drops back, tries to hit gun on the slant, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. Pass interference on Nick Harvey, tack on 15 yards. GSU is still driving. Austin with the deep drop and completes the curl to Clark for 13. Then Austin goes empty backfield. He scrambles to his left, avoids the DN, and has tons of green in front of him. The freshman QB turns upfield and is pushed out after picking up 18. Next play, Austin keeps the option right, cuts it up the middle, and fights for 11. Then Austin drops back and hits gun on the slant. The freshman connection leads to the Tigers taking a 7-point lead. 28-21 would be your score at the half. After a few mistakes, Grambling's offense looks to be moving strong, but the G-Men's defense has to step up and get some stops. Start of the third, Aggies come out running. Williams bounces the handoff outside, gets some great blocking, turns on the Jets, but is tripped up after picking up 27 yards. Then Starkle fakes the option, runs over Carey, gets upfield, and is tripped up after another big gain. Later, Starkle hits Etwe on the screen. He sheds the Freeman tackle and gets stood up after gaining 8. 2 plays later, Starkle keeps the option right, gets a few blocks downfield, and walks into the end zone. We're tied at 28 apiece. GSU takes over. Brooks takes the handoff up the middle and gains 10 yards. Then Will Higgins goes up the gut, and he fights his way to another 10-yard gain. The powerful ground game continues for the Tigers. Brooks gains 11 here on this run. Then a few plays later, Higgins sprints into the end zone. Grambling State regains the lead, 35-28. A&M looks to answer back. Starkle with the drop. He steps up, throws it deep to Kirk, and he comes down with it. The big play wideout gains 36. A few plays later, Travion Williams continues his big day with his second touchdown on the day. We're tied at 35 apiece. GSU takes over. Austin keeps the option right, sprints, and picks up 7 in the first. Then Austin goes back to the air, tries to hit Clark on the curl, but Elam jumps the route and picks off Austin. That's INT number 3 on the day for Austin. Aggies look to capitalize. Starkle hits Williams on the screen. He gets great blocking from his wideouts, and he gains 14. Then Starkle keeps the option right, gets the corner, and is tackled before he could get into the end zone. But the next play, Busey goes up the middle and gets the touchdown. Texas A&M regains the lead. Last chance for Grambling State. Brooks is still running hard. He goes up the gut for 12. Then Austin keeps the option right, cuts it back inside, turns on the speed, and gains 15. Under 3 minutes left, Austin keeps the option right again, cuts it back to the middle, and gains 11. Now under 2 left in the game, Higgins takes the handoff, cuts it back right, drops his shoulder, and gains 7. Then on 4th and 3, Brooks takes it right and gets into the end zone. Tigers now down 1 point. And what's this? Fobbs keeps his offense on the field. Brooks takes the handoff, gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Grambling takes a 1-point lead. A&M has 13 seconds left. Williams takes the draw up the middle, sheds the Smith tackle, and gets gang tackled by the Tigers after picking up 17. Then Starkle drops back, can't find anybody open, so he hits Williams on the check down. But he's nowhere close to the end zone. Cargo pulls him down, and that would do it. Grambling State continues their win streak by winning in a shootout, 43-42. Phil Austin finished 13 of 20 for 186 yards, 1 touchdown, and 3 interceptions. Our ground game carried us all game, led by Charlie Brooks and his 146 yards and 2 scores. Higgins had 55 yards and 1 score, and Austin chipped in with 89 yards and 2 scores. On defense, Josh Carey led the way with 12 tackles. Rodney Jackson, Markel Jackson, and Brandon Varner each had a sack apiece, and John Nichols had the lone interception. What a game for our Tigers, extending their win streak to 8 games. Make sure you smash that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're brand new, and don't forget to hit those links down in my description. Follow your boy on Twitter, IG, and Facebook, all at Big C Got Game. And we'll talk in the Tigers Den podcast, where we preview our last home game of the season against the Vandals of Idaho. Welcome the newest member to the class of 2019 and show love to our outgoing seniors. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. 2 fingers in the air. Peace.